ጀምሪ ከሱ ጀምሪ ቅረጅ ወርታች
ወይኔ በጣም ወደው ልብስ ነው
ወርታች ተጋበ አዎ ቅረጅ ወርታች ቅረጅ እሺ ቅረጅ ተርትሩ ሙሉ እሺ
ወይኔ በጣም ደግሜ እንኳን መግዛት
A mouse fell into a barrel of rice, and the sudden good fortune made it ecstatic. Once it realized it was safe, it gave itself over to comfort, eating, sleeping, and repeating the same cycle over and over. At first, it could have escaped with a single jump, but it could not resist the comfort right in front of it. As the days went by, the rice grew scarcer, and the mouse sank deeper and deeper. By the time the last grain was gone, it finally realized that the tall, smooth walls had become impossible to climb. It looked up at the distant opening and waited in despair for death to come. This is the so-called rice barrel trap. What destroyed the mouse was not hunger, but its attachment to comfort. The fastest way to ruin a person is to keep them trapped in easy, low-level comfort for too long. Be careful of pleasures that seem to cost nothing. If you have been scrolling short videos for 3 hours, it is time to stop. If you are clinging to an ambiguous relationship that is clearly going nowhere, it is time to let go. If your job offers no challenge and only keeps you drifting through the days, it is time to leave. This kind of shallow pleasure, the kind that gives only a brief rush, is slowly eating away at your ambition. The things that feel free often cost more than you realize.
How to never get angry or bothered by anyone. Anger, an emotion as old as humanity itself, yet one that has toppled kings, wrecked relationships, and poisoned minds. It strikes quickly, seizing control before we even realize it. How often have we allowed someone's words or actions to ignite a fire within us, burning away our peace and clarity? But what if I told you there's a way to never be consumed by anger? A way to remain unshaken, no matter how others behave. This isn't the path of suppression or avoidance, it's the path of mastery. A quiet inner strength that no insult, betrayal, or provocation can disturb. Let us walk this path together. 1. Realize, no one can hurt you without your consent. The first truth to understand is this: others' actions or words cannot harm you unless you allow them to. Marcus Aurelius, the great philosopher-emperor, wrote, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. Their insults? Just sounds carried on the wind. They're slights, mere interpretations. It's not the event that disturbs you, it's your judgment of it. Change your judgment, and the disturbance disappears. When someone tries to provoke you, pause. Ask yourself, am I giving them control over my peace? The answer must always be no. Let their actions fall away like leaves in a stream, powerless to disturb the depths of your calm. 2. Separate what you control from what you don't. At the core of self-mastery is a simple yet profound principle. Focus only on what you can control. Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you but how you react to it that matters. You cannot control others, their thoughts, their words, their actions, but you can control your mind, your choices, and your response. Why waste your energy raging against the uncontrollable? Would you curse the rain for falling or the sun for setting? Instead, embrace the discipline of control. Guard your thoughts and emotions like a fortress. When others act poorly, remind yourself, this is their choice, not mine. Their behavior is not a reflection of me. In this detachment lies unshakable freedom. 3. See others for who they truly are. When someone wrongs you, pause and examine them, not with anger, but with understanding. Marcus Aurelius urged, when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. They are like this because they cannot tell good from evil. People act according to their nature, their upbringing, and their struggles. If they are unkind, it is because they lack wisdom or inner peace. Why be angry at a blind man for not seeing? By viewing others with compassion, we free ourselves from resentment. Their actions lose their power over us, for we see them not as enemies, but as flawed beings, just like us. 4. Remember, anger is self-destruction. Anger is a fire that consumes the one who carries it. Seneca warned, anger, if not restrained, is frequently more hurtful to us than the injury that provokes it. What does anger achieve? Does it solve problems? Number. Does it improve relationships? Number. It clouds judgment, destroys inner peace, and leads to regretful actions. Why hand over your happiness to others so easily? When anger stirs within you, recognize it as a thief attempting to steal your calm. Pause, breathe deeply. Distance yourself from the emotion. As Epictetus advised, any person capable of angering you becomes your master. Do not grant anyone such power over you. 5. Live by your values, not their provocations. When others provoke you, it is tempting to react, to retaliate. But this is the path of the weak, not the strong. The truly strong are guided by their principles, not by the actions of others. Seneca wrote, "It is the power of a great mind to be unperturbed in the midst of chaos. Let others act as they will. You remain steady. Their insults cannot sway you if you are anchored in virtue. Their provocations cannot harm you if you act with wisdom. Ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to be? Let this question guide your response, not their behavior. In this lies your freedom." If you found value in this message, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights that challenge and inspire. Let's build a community of resilience and wisdom, one step at a time.